Hi viewers, welcome back to another boxing review and my thoughts and prediction on who I think will be victorious in this rematch between Anthony Joshua versus Dillian Whyte on the Zone pay-per-view. The card is being named History of Violence at the O2 on August the 12th in association with Matchroom Boxing. Anthony Joshua comes into this fight with a record of 25 victories with only the 3 defeats. He has 22 knockouts to date. That gives him a high KO ratio of 78%. World rankings, he is ranked at number 3. UK rankings, he is ranked at number 2. He has a 5-star rating here on boxrec.com. He is now aged 33. He boxes out of the orthodox stance with a height of 6'6", reach 82. Let's have a look at a few of his fights then. He defeated at the time, the unbeaten Jermaine Franklin Jr. Very cautious in that fight, but he got the decision after 12 rounds of boxing. And then, of course, the 2 losses to the good fighter, the Ukrainian Alexander Usyk. Lost the first fight in 2021 by unanimous decision, and then lost it again to Usyk in 2022 by split decision. And then he suffered his first defeat in 2019 against the Mexican Andy Ruiz Jr., the first Mexican to become heavyweight champion. And then in the rematch, he again boxed cautiously, as we thought he would do, box at range, keeping a safe distance, boxing on the back foot. And yes, a lot of people called it boring, but I mean, he did what he had to do, didn't he, in the rematch, and came undisputed champion for the second time, and that was in 2019 in the quick rematch. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget when he first lost to Andy Ruiz, and if you have a look at the fight and you look at the end, you see Eddie Hearn running, literally running. I'm not joking. If this must be some footage of this around, quickly right at the back of Andy Ruiz, going to his locker room to sign that, to secure that rematch fight. And yeah, it weren't long after, was it, when Ruiz, took the money and decided to have a rematch with Anthony Joshua. Wins against Alexander Povetkin by 7th round TKO. A win against Joseph Parker by 12th round unanimous decision. And then that big win, that was a epic fight. Go back to 2017 when both fighters hit the canvas in that one, didn't they? When he dethroned Vladimir Klitschko. They're now actually very good friends, is Klitschko and AJ. Yeah, he won that fight by 11th round TKO victory. That was in 2017. His opponent, Dillian Whyte. Let me just give you the date when they last fought. Dillian. It was in 2015 when they first fought, it was a good fight actually when they fought, and Joshua won by 7th round TKO victory. That was in 2015. Dillian Whyte has since faced in his last fight Jermaine Franklin. He won that fight by 12th round majority decision. And then the fight I actually went to, I was lucky enough to get some tickets to Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte, when big Tyson Fury TKO'd Dillian Whyte in round number 6. And we all thought, and the reason why I went to that fight, because I actually believed that Tyson Fury was going to retire after the Dillian Whyte fight, and he all had us believing that for just over a year, and then then the rest is history, as they say. Dillian Whyte has wins over Alexander Povetkin in the rematch by 4th round TKO, and in 2020 that punch we've seen over and over again where Povetkin slips one of Whyte punches and lands flush on Dillian Whyte's chin, and he TKO'd him in round number 5. Wins against Mariusz Whyte, Derek Chisora in 2018 by 11th round KO victory. A win against Lucas Brown. I actually went to that fight in 2018 when Dillian Whyte defeated Lucas Brown by 6th round KO victory. That was at the O2. I remember it well. Win against Robert Helenius, Derek Chisora in their first fight by split decision after 12 rounds of boxing. A win against Ian Lewison, David Allen by 10th round unanimous decision. I have Anthony Joshua winning this, but I'm gonna say by a cautious 12th round majority decision. But we have to see the spite back in AJ, and we loved watching him knock out opponents, and this is what he's got to get back to doing, because he is a good KO artist. Was Joshua, but now he's just become too cautious in his fights. Some say it's boring, some like it. I personally like the old AJ, where in the end he would get to his opponents, and that's why he's got that just over 70% KO ratio, because he knocked out a lot of fighters. If you go back early in his career, he was knocking them out. So we need to see it back, don't we? Joshua knocking out. Maybe Dillian Whyte is the man for him to knock out. I mean, he knocked him out in the first fight, so hopefully he can do it this time around. But the way he's fighting, you have to say he's going to win this by boxing cautiously, and that's how I have him winning after 12 rounds of boxing. Not sure what title this is for. If you know, then drop a comment down below. But yeah, I have Anthony Joshua winning by 12th round majority decision. Thanks for watching as always. Let me know your thoughts of this one.